Glad to have you with us from Inglewood, California. SoFi Stadium, one of the great venues in all of sports, and what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Catch in the middle, it's McCall. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Day. Gets it out fast. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. In the red area, it's Hardy. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Could eat more steak from Outback. It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
To the air, it's Wilcox, getting some heat. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Spur. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Burr. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period at Northwestern. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking for a man, it's Wilcox. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown! On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Still looking on the move. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good.
How nice is it?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working early. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. He does a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Working the middle, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got the back in the middle. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help in the defense.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last run, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes a grab over the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. The Broncos get it past the sticks.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's the handoff. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding this sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.